Well, it's a beautiful day here in Houston. We are working on a grapple today, just changing out the points, making sure everything's lined up. Just got to cut these off while the new one's on and touch up a little bit of the low spots around those tines. So this is a Liebherr grapple. This is frankly my favorite kind of grapple. It's the easiest to work on. And if you take proper care of them, they last a really long time. So what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to cut this tip off. Starting on this side, I usually like to cut in here, find my edge and cut straight across. After that, I come around to the back side, cut it from the back, and try to maintain the integrity of the entire tip. And that way I know exactly where the other tip needs to go on, and so we don't end up wearing our tine down as the life of the grapple progresses. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and start cutting the tips off. I went ahead and stuck this sheet metal down here so that we don't ruin their nice concrete, and we'll cut them off one by one, tack the new ones back on to make sure they're all lined up properly, and then we'll go ahead and weld those up one by one as well. Now, if you did it right, it should look just like that. Nothing extra on there. We got all of our tips cut off. We're going to go ahead and grind up the area where we're going to put the new tips and fit them up, weld them up. Should be good. Alright, so we're going to get all these tacked up now. The way that I like to do this is I try to fit it up as best as possible, and then I tack it on the one side. If it's centered back here, which we got it pretty good and centered, and then if it's flush up here, which it's pretty close to flush, that's close enough that it's not going to cause any problems. And then I like to check it side as well to make sure we're even across the plane of the tine, and then I'll tack it in the back. That'll keep it from coming off. After I get all 5 of them tacked on, I'll close it and make sure that they close properly, and if I have to make any adjustments, then we'll go from there and adjust accordingly. Well, it's difficult to see, but they're all lined up just about right, which is what we're looking for, where they all touch right at the tips. It's difficult to get them perfect after the grapple's been used for some time, because everything's off just a hair, but they're close enough that they're gonna do a good job for these guys. And honestly, sometimes the cylinders close at different speeds, causing other issues with the tips matching up. So they're close enough that I'm not going to make any alterations because they're going to work really well. that's the first one. It's basically rinse and repeat at this point. One more to go. We got the back and the sides all done. One pass of 1/8, two passes 532. That'll hold it on there. I've never had a tooth fall off before. There's a little bit of buildup I still need to do on here, just to round or square that off some more and build it back up. It's getting, the material's getting a little bit thin. I don't like that. But anyhow, just got the rest of these to knock out and we'll be done. Well, we got all 5 welded back on. Put some extra weld in those low spots. And it's looking good again, so should last a while. Again, with these Liebherr grapples, if you maintain them, they will last a long time. But I have customers who don't, and it destroys those tines, it destroys the grapples. It's amazing what replacing some grapple points will do if you do it on a regular basis and not when they're basically see-through.